Hello and welcome to my channel. So today in this tutorial we'll be discussing about what a mean, median, mode and range are. So these are the statistical concepts which are very important and are widely used in machine learning. Okay, so do subscribe to my channel. I'm creating videos for Python, machine learning from scratch, and agile, SDLC, and a lot of other tutorials as well. So you will soon see a set of end-to-end tutorials for software testing and business analyst as well. Okay, so yeah, don't forget to subscribe and coming back to this particular tutorial wherein we'll be discussing mean, median, mode, and range. Okay, so let's start the presentation. So here's the agenda for today's tutorial. Okay, so mean, median, mode, range, and use of these in machine learning. Okay, so we will be looking at each of them and how this is basically used in machine learning. Okay, so let me start with mean. So let's take an example here. Okay, so let's say we have a set of values, set of numbers which are present. So let's first see what mean is. Okay, so mean is always the addition of all these numbers divided by the number of numbers, basically the average of it. Okay, so in this case, we will be adding up all these numbers and then divide by 7, since there are 7 numbers. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so let's very quickly, for your convenience, I'll start it from scratch. Let me start adding them. 12 plus 12 plus 14 plus 15 plus 18 plus 22 plus 26 divide by number of so how many of them we have? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 divided by 7. So 17 is the mean here. Okay, so that's the formula. Okay, so let's see what median is. So median is always the middle number. Okay, so let's say we have odd number of numbers. Let's say in this case we have 7. So 7 is an odd. So we have to pick up the center number. Okay, the middle number. So we have 15 as the middle number. So 15 is the median. So just in case in few sets you will have even numbers wherein two numbers will be the center, right? So let's say in this case if we have 30, then in this case the center numbers are these two, right? So so what we have to do is we have to take the average of these two. So in this case it will be 15 plus 18 divided by, sorry, 18 divided by 2. Okay, by 2. So this is how we calculate the median. So for now let's take the old example. Let me remove 30. Okay, so 15 is the median. So what is mode? Mode is always highly a recurring number. Okay, so let's say in this set we have 12 twice. Okay, so let's say in a case where we have 14 comma 14 comma 15, then in this case the mode will be 14 because 14 is repeated for more times, right? So that's a logic, basically that's a concept of median mode, sorry. Okay, so mode is in this case 12. Okay, now let's see what range is. Range is always the highest number in the series minus the lowest number. Okay, which will be I think 14, right? So this is the range. Okay, so you understood. I'll just repeat it. Okay, so mean is basically add up all the values and divide by number of values. Okay, divide by n. So median is the center value, middle value. Okay, whereas mode is the highly recurring value. Okay, whereas range is the the highest number minus the lowest number. Okay, now let's see what how they are used basically in machine learning. Okay, so where do we use this? So there are a lot of places we use these concepts in machine learning, but one of the very common example I'll try to give you. Okay, so when what do we do in machine learning? So we take the data. Okay, so we take the data along with the different variables. Let's say we take the data of age of a person. and is one column, and second column is salary. Okay, so let's say you have age as 21 and salary as $30,000. Okay, and second is age as 22, $32,000. Say 23 has $31,000, and 37, let's say 28 has $45,000, and there is no let's say there is no age for one of the record. Okay, and then the salary is $50,000, and then the other one can be, let's say, 32, and then salary is 55,000. So let's say we have this test data. Okay, let's say we have this data. Okay, data set. So one thing to remember is the data scientist or the machine learning engineers, most of the time, or for most of the test data or the data what they get to um, to run the machine learning models, to create the machine learning models, they see blank values most of the times. Okay, sometimes. Okay, so in most of the cases. Okay, so what do they do with this blank value? So one option can be to totally drop these values, but one thing to note is when we drop the records or the data from the data set, we lose the information, right? So we don't prefer dropping the data, but we will replace this blank value with some value. Okay, so in this case we will use mean here. Okay, so we will take the average of all the ages which we have here, and then we take the mean of it. Okay, so that's how basically this mean median mode is basically used in machine learning concepts. Okay, so you may be wondering how median is used. Okay, so let's say um, let's say there is an addition of the test data, and this could be, let's say, 200. Okay, so there is a drastic change or a drastic hype here with respect to numbers. So if you take the average of this number, so it will be beyond 26, which in which case the mean will be basically incorrect. So in these cases what we do is we take the median, so we take the center number. So in this case it could be 15 plus 18 divided by 2, which will be around maybe 16.5 or something, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so in this case median is 16.5, which is not too far from this actual test data, actual previous data. Okay, so that's when medians are used. Okay, so similar cases with mode. Okay, and yeah, these are the things which basically we use sometimes, or in few cases, most of the times, in machine learning models when we are creating. Okay, so these are the major concepts, or basic concepts which one should know. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much, and I'll try to come up with the further concepts on statistics, which we used very commonly in machine learning. So just keep an eye, and do subscribe to my channel to get the latest videos, updates on the latest videos. Okay, thanks a lot for your time, and have a good day. I'll see you in the next video.